apologies for that issue. Looks like it's having trouble with the video. Just ran into a tech issue. That's okay. I'm going to resume the practice from where I last left off. And that was flowing motion I left off. So again, my apologies if you're watching live and have that disruption, that interruption, technical issues. Again, my apologies. So I'm actually just going to start back right where I left off. But I will reset, reground. So let's check in with our feet. Feet are shoulder width apart. Feet are flat on the ground. Knees are soft. Pelvic bowl is level, so pubic bone is tilted up. So the sacrum, the tailbone is underneath the spine. Arms are relaxed, dangling down by the side. Head is over spine. So let's begin doing flowing motion. I believe I was doing rising and sinking, flowing motion. We can actually transition to flowing movement, moving side by side. So we're going to start back. Palms are going to turn up. Then we're going to inhale, hands up to shoulder height. Turning palms over, exhaling. Allow my hands to float down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, the hands down. And we're going to transition into moving side to side. So next time you're inhaling your hands up, we're going to bring the left foot to the right foot. As you turn the palms over, left steps away from right. And we'll do the alternate. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. Bring left to right. Bring right to left. Those who are just tuning in, this is a Qigong practice. Practice that originates from China. We're just syncing the body with the breath, doing gentle movements to shift our state, bring in mindfulness, moving meditation. Allowing our body to shift through stress. If you want, you can make this a balance practice. By lifting the leg. Again, being mindful of your capability, your body's availability. I'm going to do 2 more repetitions, but I'll just keep the feet flat on the ground. And now, I'll just check back in. Let's just take this opportunity to notice our feet flat on the ground, our arms dangling by the side. We're going to transition into shaking Qigong. This is where we bounce, where we vibrate, remove that energy, we just become a little bit looser. So you can begin bouncing, vibrating, whatever feels comfortable for you. Shaking your hands out, shaking your arms out, shaking your legs out. If you're able, maybe jumping or pumping on the heels. Whatever feels good for you in this moment. Shaking is a great way to move energy, to help release stress. another way to actually increase energy if you need to. Again, it could be as gentle or as intense as you make it. Do what serves you right now. And if you like, you can let out sound. Maybe as you're shaking, you would like to hum. That's really good for the immune system. So you can just take in a deep breath. Or maybe you prefer to let out a sigh. You could take in a deep breath. Do whatever serves you. We're going to do this shaking for another minute. I normally do oblivion breaths, but for this practice, I'm just taking it pretty easy. Again, if you'd like to let out sound, go for it. Doing it in a way that serves and feels good for you. All right, we got about 25 seconds to go. So whatever you'd like to get out, however you'd like to shake this out as we end the shaking practice. And we can begin by slowing down the shaking practice. And if you're able, you can come to stillness. Or if that's too much, you can come to swaying or rocking on the feet. For those who've been shaking, this is a good time to be here. If you're able to, turning inwards, checking in with your energy. The tingling, any sensations. Or if that's too much, just noticing, again, your surroundings. The light, shadows, what you see, or what you smell, what you feel in your feet, your hands, the back of your neck. Again, using this opportunity to just be here. Noticing how that feels for you. And let's begin the second half of class. Got some movements for you. So let's actually start off with a simple movement called Buddha holds up the earth. We're going to bring our palms in front of the waist. Palms are turned up, fingers are pointing towards each other, low space in between. And we're going to inhale the hands up in front of the body. We're going to flip the hands, palms are going to press up and exhale, reversing the movement. So we start the movement, inhale, hands up towards the sky, flipping the hands, and then make it to the face. And then exhale, reversing the movement. Hands flow down. Bring your attention to the movement and the breath. Again, we all have different lung capacities. Might have to move faster, slower. Or make the movement smaller or larger. Do what feels comfortable for you. We'll do 2 more repetitions. Inhale those hands up. Fill the lungs with air. Exhale, allow the hands to flow down. And one more repetition on my end. All right. You can just allow the hands to flow down. Just noticing how that feels. I wanted to start off with just a simple flowing movement. You can actually move into some massage. So you know I'm going to do tapping, or I have been doing tapping in the past classes. Let's use some of those exercises that then we do for tapping. Let's do them for massage. So let's just take this time to just bring our hands to our chest and just push your hands on the chest and noticing how that feels. If you want, you just circle around, burst in the movement. And what we're going to do is extend our right hand out. We're going to start from the top of the neck and the shoulders, and we're going to trace down the inside of the right arm. We're going to flip the palm over, trace up the outer arm. And we're going to do this 2 more times for a total of 3 times. And noticing how it feels to massage the arm. We're actually going to do the other side. Starting with the right hand on the left shoulder, flowing down the inner arm of the left arm, turning the palm over, going up the outer arm. Again, doing this 2 more times. Just allow the hands to flow down. And we can actually take time to just bring our hands to the abdomen. And if you like, you can massage this area. And we can do that by circling around. And we'll do 9 circles in one direction and 9 in the other. Noticing what you feel. Noticing how you feel. And you can go at your own pace and speed. I'm just taking my time. And I'll reverse. Again, just bring this kindness, this warmth, and attention to yourself. You deserve the healing, deserve good energy, deserve well-being. This is my last repetition. And just returning the hands to the center of the abdomen. And again, noticing what you feel, how you feel. Sense warmth, sense energy. Or just bringing your attention to the here and now. Shifting away from, again, the past or the future. Just being here. Now we're just going to bring our hands to the back of our body. We're going to bring our hands to the lower back, specifically the kidneys. And we're just going to, if you're able, circling on the kidneys. Or you can just keep your hands pressed on the kidneys or the lower back. I know, again, I have limitations in movement in this area. And what we're going to do is we're going to transition and we're going to allow our hands to trace down the back of the legs, float onto the top of the feet, and trace up the inner legs. Back up to the waist, our hands circle lower back. And I'm going to do this movement 2 more times, starting from the lower back, tracing down legs, hands on top front of the foot, and tracing up the inner legs. And again, noticing how you feel. One more time. All right. You know, let's bring our hands back to the lower dantian. Thumbs interlocked, one palm over the other, and just noticing how you feel. Do that massage for yourself, taking care of yourself, bringing your good energy and awareness and intention to this present moment. So let's transition to another flowing exercise. I'll do another up and down flowing motion exercise. So we'll start with fountain, the fountain. So we can bring our hands in front of the body, palms are turned away from each other, back of the hands are turned towards each other. And we're now going to inhale the hands up, front of the body. Exhale, turn the palms out. And they float around. So inhale, draw the hands up, palms turn away, back of the hands turn towards each other. Exhale. Hands float out. Again, imagine that you are a fountain, the water is going up. Exhale, the water is going out. And noticing what you sense, noticing how that feels. Modifying the movement so it works for you. Let's do 2 more repetitions, and then we'll transition to doing it one hand at a time. So let's transition to doing just the right hand, circling up and around, and the left hand remains still, and we'll move that into the left hand. Move up and around, right hand stays still, and we'll just keep transitioning from one hand to the other. If you like, you can make this more of a figure 8 movement, shifting from one side to another. We'll do this 2 more passes for each hand. So this will be my final pass for each hand, and I'll end with the left hand. All right. So we have completed doing the fountain. And again, just checking back in with yourself, noticing what you feel in your hands. And no worries if you don't feel anything. We're just bringing our attention, our awareness to the present moment. Taking this opportunity to just be with ourselves, be with these movements, instead of being in our mind, being in our thoughts, being in the past, or what we need to do in the future. Let's move into another movement. I like gather and release. That seems to call for me right now. And what we'll do is we'll shift our weight more so to the right side. Gather, bring your hands, the palms are facing each other by the waist on the right side. And what you're going to do is you're going to Inhale, you're going to draw your hands up diagonally. Up over to the left side, and exhale, allow the hands to drop. And gather from the left side on the waist, and inhale. Exhale, release. You can release from the side. Allow the hands to float down. And restart the movement. Inhale. Gather. Exhale, release. Again, you can imagine that there's some form of stress, something that's happening like that you just want to gather. Then release and let it go. Yeah, go at your own pace and speed. Let's do this 2 more times. And we'll end and we're releasing on the left side. So inhale. And returning to the center. Just notice how it feels. And you can wiggle your hands, be able to wiggle your toes. You maybe even wiggle your nose. I can't really do that, but just checking here, being here, you can have fun with this practice. Just noticing how you feel. Again, we've done fountain, we've done gathering. Let's transition to the next practice, the next gesture. I'm always a fan of pushing out the chi. I like doing the movement where we just work with one hand. My apologies for these issues with the video. I'm sorry.